Breaking news. Mr. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, decried that up to now, the federal government of Nigeria had yet to serve him with a copy of the 7-count amended charge. He said the Nigerian government is unserious and they are fighting a lost battle because there is no court in Nigeria can prosecute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at this very moment. Well, what if person get to talk again for this matter? What? That the federal government is just pushing for trouble instead of making peace. Is really laughable that leaders who are supposed to make peace are the same people who are still putting fuel in the fire. You understand? If you have a personal grudges against somebody, that is personal. But when you are talking about this is a national stuff, it concerns Nigerians because the lives of Nigerians here are at stake. Yes, why I said that is that the more they are holding Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody, that is how they are holding the Southeasterners in captivity. Because these unknown gunmen who are now, in Southeast region, they are now using that to kill innocent people, to destroy people's livelihood. Because when they strike against the Nigerian soldiers will now come back to innocent people and start killing them, start burning their homes. And the Nigerian government, they don't care about those ones happening. How can you, rearrange somebody on already account charge that have been struck out by court? What thing that they look for? It's really very funny. And now, the lawyer is saying that up to now, the Nigerian government is yet to serve them a copy of the new 7-count amended by the federal government of Nigeria. Both Kanu's legal team and the federal government lawyers are expected to reappear before trial Justice Binta Inyako on Monday, according to their new count. The parties are to argue on whether the federal government could proceed to rearrange the IPOB leader on the amended charge, despite the Court of Appeal judgment, as well as appeals on the subject matter that are currently pending before the Supreme Court. According to Vanguard's report, Kanu, in a press statement that was signed by a senior member of his defense team, Mr. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, also decried that the federal government had yet to serve him with a copy of the 7-count amended charge. From all indications, the new alleged charge has the same charge number FHC/ABJ/ER/383/2015 as the one already pronounced upon and struck out by the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. They said intermediate court completely discharged Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the further prohibited is being tried or prosecuted in any court of law in Nigeria. Let me take this again. The appeal court completely discharged Nnamdi Kanu and further prohibited is being tried or prosecuted in any court of law in Abuja. So Appeal Court of Nigeria forbids Nnamdi Kanu to be tried in any court in Nigeria. But the federal government, because now they get power, they are still, trying very hard. They are moving very hard. This is abuse of power. And that is what Appeal Court told them. They are abusing their office. Malami is abusing his office. The said judgment of the Court of Appeal is extant and still subsists to date and has not been set aside by any superior court. So Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu's formidable team, ably led by Oracle of the Law, the Chief Ozeko Mesan, has already promptly appealed to the Supreme Court against the Court of Appeal's ruling staying execution of its own judgment, which had set Nnamdi Kanu free. The appeal court, in respect thereto, has been duly entered in appeal number XC/CR/1394/2022 at the Supreme Court, and is now awaiting a date for hearing. It is also worthy to note that this judgment of the Court of Appeal still stands till date, as same has not been set aside by the Supreme Court. It is imperative to state thereby that on the strength of this judgment, no charge of whether nature and other any guise can ever be presented or stand against Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before any court of law in Nigeria. On our inquiring this evening, upon reading about the charge in the social media, revealed to us that the rumored charge was clandestinely filed by the federal government hours after the judgment the Court of Appeal was delivered on the 13th day of October 2022. This was even before it had received a certificate true copy of the said judgment of the Court of Appeal. The filing of the said charge was clearly ill-informed and ill-advised, because the prosecutor, which is the federal government, we presume and may want to believe, was not at the point in time aware of the details, full import, and implication of the well-delivered judgment of the Court of Appeal at the time of filing the said charge. The thing is that the president is being surrounded by wrong advisors. Malami is trying very well. He's working very hard. Now they have turned Nigerian constitution upside down. Congratulations to them. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section.